Hey, what's happening, everybody? Listen, I wanted to give you an update. I'm here in Charleston, South Carolina, and continuing to bridge the gap. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and to share this channel. I want to come back on this side the reason why I want to come back on this side is because I spent so much time on the continent, and spending so much time there, it has given me a greater appreciation for here. This is where I was born. I was born in the Chuck, that's what they call it, the low country. And since I've been here, I got some red rice and all that good stuff. I've been able to do a lot since I've been here. And I want to come to the coast because I spent a lot of time in the coast in West Africa, in particular in Ghana, in Togo, in Benin. I have so much footage, but I wanted to come here because this really offers a different kind of context to the story. You know, that's the bottom line. There's a context to this story that oftentimes people don't get a chance to understand because we normally see it from one side. So we don't get a chance to see it from this side and that side. So you've seen me in the dungeons in Ghana, you've seen me in Togo, you've seen me in Benin, you've seen me in Cote d'Ivoire, you've seen me in Sierra Leone, at Bunce Island. And the interesting thing about it is that Charleston, they call it the sister city of Freetown and Sierra Leone because of that direct connection. And when I did my African ancestry, we were able to trace it back to Sierra Leone, that one particular line. The reason why I always talk about that one line is because that one line ties directly to here. So again, as I stood on the shores in Ghana, and that was amazing, I stand here on the shores in Charleston, and you'll see me talk about it in some other talks, but what I sense when I come back here, I'm seeing this whole area through different eyes. I don't see this as what I used to see. Now I understand it from a different context, and I can sense and feel the displacement that so many people have endured, to include myself. I mean, I'm just learning this stuff recently. So when I think back on my family and the things they didn't teach me, well, a lot of them didn't know to teach it. But I think the thing that shocks me the most is the level of resistance that I get from people like me who have been so displaced, and how they have this negative vibe about Africa. It's really sad. It's really, I think that's the most disappointing part about this whole experience, is when I see people like deny the actual power and beauty of a part of their existence. It just goes to show how strong colonization has been. It goes to show how strong or how weak-minded so many people can be. But nevertheless, here's the good part about it. There are countless people who are following all over the world now. They're following my unique journey. And so I want to thank everybody, all the new subscribers who've recently come by way of Walter Maya. Shout out, Walter, what's going on, man? Appreciate it. But being in this space and helping people to understand that there's something special about being a descendant of the continent of Africa. Something special about that. And I will always hold it dear, even with the challenges, even with the things I see that are disheartening, that makes me wonder, like, whoo, that colonization thing is real. I will always uplift and celebrate those on the continent of Africa, as well as my folks here in America. My folks from DC, from around the way, from the DMV, my folks from the low country here in this area. Because what happened is something that obviously you can't change, but as you begin to educate and tell a more accurate story, and sometimes telling the accurate story is going to challenge what some people may have done their whole life. But people got to decide, either they want the truth or they don't. Some people don't want the truth. Some people want it to be what it's gonna be. But hey, guess what? If you're gonna be on this channel, you're probably gonna hear something that's gonna rock the boat, work the middle. A whole lot of people gonna change positions. And that's my fallback. Anyway, it's only a few people get that, know what that means. So yeah. So we like today got a chance to hang out with my man Ron. We met in Sierra Leone. He got his dual citizenship. Had a great conversation with him in Wale in Ghana. So we hung out here in Charleston. Gonna be going to Savannah, Jamestown, Virginia. Also have Richmond, Virginia, Windsor, North Carolina. So I am looking forward to sharing these stories with you. That is the deal. And I hope it inspires other people to go bridge the gap, connect the dots, tell the stories, because nobody is going to tell your story the way your story needs to be told other than you. And the one thing I know now is that I will not allow someone else to tell my story. And also just to let you know, and I'm letting everybody know, we're going to be setting up our Patreon account. So if you want to be a part of that side of what we're doing, we'll be offering some extra curriculums and all of that good stuff. You'll be able to subscribe on our Maximum Impact Success page, just in the event that YouTube loses its mind. Because I tell people all the time, you just never know. When you put your faith and trust in these systems that are designed to censor, they'll let you get to a certain point, then they want to start snatching you down. So before we even get too far in this journey, we'll be opening up the opportunity where you can have free subscription and you'll get the same content just on a platform that cannot be arbitrarily deleted because somebody tells the truth about something. So we're thinking ahead of the process. And if you know that I'm coming to a particular area, when I come to Nigeria or come back to Sierra Leone or Kenya or wherever, please, I would love to be able to reach out and meet you if I'm in town. Anyway, so that's the deal. Subscribe, like, share. Maximum Impact with Jay Cameron, that is the deal, and that's what we're here for. And I am encouraged by all of the encouraging words of support from around the world. That's the deal, from around the world. So right now in Charleston, South Carolina, who knows where I'll be next. I have a feeling I'll be here for a few more days, and as I get ready to come on back to the continent. So anyway, so that's the deal. Thank you so much, and I'll have more updates coming shortly.
I've spent most of the past year exploring different parts of Africa. What I learned sparked a curiosity to want to learn more about my history in America. Growing up in Washington, D.C. is one part of the story. As I continue to embark upon decolonizing my mind, I will investigate my father's family history in different parts of Virginia and Windsor, North Carolina, where my father's side of the family found themselves migrating from. From there, I will travel to my birthplace of Charleston, South Carolina, to learn the history of my mother's side of the family, the side they never taught me. Then I'll travel to Savannah, Georgia, and learn some more about my Gullah Geechee heritage. Stay tuned as I continue to bridge the gap between Africa and the African diaspora.
Open up your eyes and see all the fun and mystery. Take an African adventure with daring and destiny. From the mountains to the shore, so many things to explore. Take an African adventure with daring and destiny.
The Adventures of Darren and Destiny. And Darren and Destiny are twin brother and sister, and you go on their adventures throughout the African diaspora, meaning so African diaspora destinations, primarily focused in Africa, but we go to South America, we're going to go to the Caribbean. Their first book is going to take you to Ghana, and then we're going to go on a safari, and from there we're going to go to Ethiopia, and then we go to Salvador, Brazil. And what the goal is to be able to inspire curiosity in the continent of Africa, in our children from a very young age, and to really tell a more accurate story. Most of our children are exposed to negative images, late night infomercials about how bad things are, everybody's sick, everybody's poor, everyone's uneducated, but that's simply not true. So what Darren and Destiny and their family do is they go to different African destinations. They are learning about these different places. You're beginning to see positive images, but still telling the truth. I mean, that's the important thing, to tell the truth about some of the things that have occurred. But it's all done on a children's level so they begin to understand it. And it begins to pique their curiosity. They begin to learn more. And hopefully one day they will want to explore and visit the continent of Africa and its many countries. There's just so much that Darren and Destiny are able to do, and as they're doing it, it's like they begin to open the minds of a new generation, and they don't get bombarded and indoctrinated with negativity. They're actually able to see positivity and inspiring images and messages about the African diaspora, as well as those who are still indigenous to the continent of Africa, and they begin to learn more and just see things differently. So I'm excited about introducing the adventures of Darren and Destiny.